Supreme Court on Thursday declined to hear a petition filed by Mahant Yati Narsinghanand opposing the proposed Dharma Sansad. The petition claimed that inflammatory speeches targeting the Muslim community might be delivered during the event and accused the Uttar Pradesh administration of failing to enforce court orders against the hate speech. Chief Justice Sanjeev Khanna remarked that such cases frequently arise but noted that the Supreme Court cannot address every matter. He advised the petitioner to approach the local administration or the High Court if they had concerns. However, the court directed the Uttar Pradesh District Administration to ensure compliance with its previous orders prohibiting hate speech and to maintain law and order during the event. The court also instructed that the program, if held, be recorded and closely monitored to ensure adherence to its directives. Initially, the Dharma Sansad was scheduled to take place in Ghaziabad from January 17th to 21, but was blocked by local police. Mahant Yati Narsinghanand now plans to hold the event in Haridwar. The Delhi High Court on Thursday ordered the transfer of an MCOCA case involving AAP MLA Naresh Balyan from the special MCOCA court in Dwarka to the special MP MLA court in Rouse Avenue. Justice Manoj Kumar Ohri noted that while proceedings against Balyan were underway at Rouse Avenue, the cases involving other accused were being heard in Dwarka, which is not permissible as proceedings related to the same FIR must be conducted in a single court. The decision followed a plea by the Delhi police requesting the transfer of the case to Rouse Avenue. According to Delhi Police Counsel Lakshay Khanna, Balyan was allegedly involved as a mediator in an extortion settlement for gangster Kapil Sagwan. He was arrested on December 4th and sent to judicial custody by the Rouse Avenue Court on December 13th. The Kerala High Court has expanded the jurisdiction of the nodal officer to accept complaints of harassment or misconduct in the Malayalam film industry. The officer can now receive complaints even from individuals who did not approach the Justice Hema Committee earlier. Previously, a bench comprising Justice A.K. Jaishankaran Nambiar and C.S. Sudha had directed the SIT to appoint a nodal officer to safeguard witnesses from intimidation by the accused or others. The Women in Cinema Collective Senior Counsel sought clarification on whether the SIT could address complaints from individuals who had reported harassment but had not approached the Hema Committee. In response, the court confirmed that the nodal officer could accept such complaints, provided confidentiality is maintained, and the complaints are promptly forwarded to the SIT for investigation. However, the court emphasized that all complaints must be submitted by January 31st, beyond which they will not be considered. The parents of the victim in the horrific crime against a trainee doctor at Kolkata's RGL Hospital filed a fresh petition in the Calcutta High Court on Thursday. They expressed dissatisfaction with the investigation's progress and urged the court to reopen the case. Justice Tirthankar Ghosh instructed the parents' lawyer to include the CBI as a party to the petition and relist the case for a hearing on Monday. On December 13th, the Selta court granted bail to Sandeep Ghosh, former principal of RGL Medical College, and Abhijit Mandal, SHO of Tala Police Station, due to the CBI's failure to file a charge sheet within the stipulated time. Meanwhile, the CBI has filed a charge sheet against the main accused Sanjay Roy, alleging he committed the crime while the doctor was asleep in the hospital seminar hall during her shift. The Supreme Court has requested the Punjab government to submit the health report of farmer leader Jagjit Singh Dhaliwal, who is on a hunger strike. The court questioned how the government could claim his health was stable without conducting tests such as a blood test, CT scan or ECG. The Punjab government informed the court that a makeshift hospital has been set up near the protest site, staffed with expert doctors. The court has directed the health report to be submitted by Friday, December 19th. Punjab's lawyer stated that Dhaliwal is refusing medical assistance and that 3,000 to 4,000 protesters at the site are opposing his relocation for treatment, warning of potential clashes. Justice Suryakant, however, dismissed these claims, stating that farmers and their leaders have always protested peacefully and accused officials of fabricating stories. The court cautioned the Punjab government to uphold its constitutional responsibilities. It suggested the government attempt to pursue Dhaliwal to undergo a week of hospital treatment, during which another protester could continue the hunger strike. Following treatment, Dhaliwal could resume his fast. The Supreme Court will revisit the matter tomorrow. Watch our special programs and share the videos to stay updated with the daily court proceedings.